Greetings, this is Healy from the Australian Strategic Operations Regiment. On behalf of the community, we're creating a series of video resources to enhance their training and development. In this video, we'll be taking a look at cover and concealment. Cover and concealment are two critical aspects of ground warfare. Whether you're in an infantry squad or in a vehicle crew, knowing when and how to use cover and concealment will be the difference between life and death. Concealment is defined as anything which can provide you protection from observation. It, however, cannot provide you protection from fire. The key to concealment is the understanding of contrasts, a dark colour on a light background or light colour on a dark background. The first step is to choose a camouflage uniform that suits the environment you are working in. When you position yourself in shadows, natural depressions, and in or under foliage, it will reduce or eliminate any contrast you present. Cover is defined as anything which can provide you protection from fire. It also provides you protection from observation, but obscures your line of sight due to its solid nature. Even when behind the best source of cover, being aware of the tactical situation and when to break cover for a different position will enhance your chances of survival. When using concealment, it's critical to remember that when a firefight ensues, you should break your concealment for a solid position of cover. When using concealment, movement is your biggest risk. Movement catches the eye and will always increase the chances of being exposed. To limit this risk, we can employ basic concealment skills. Head scanning means you should use the Alt key or track IR to look around rather than turning your entire character. The visual difference is massive and you should only need to move your entire body when using your rifle. Skylining and silhouetting is defined as crossing the peaks of hills and contrasting yourself with the sky in the background. Both when moving and when stationary, avoid the absolute top of a hill. If you're using a hill as an overwatch, choose an area with tree coverage on the hill or move over the hill slightly so you are not silhouetted with the sky behind you. When moving, don't travel along the tops of hills. If you must cross, do so at the lowest part or where tree coverage is present, so rocks, trees or other features will be at your back. Crawling over may be an option to minimize this risk, but it requires you to assess the time versus threat. Dead ground is also another means of concealment and cover. Dead ground is normally a reference to an area of ground that the enemy cannot see you in. For the purposes of movement, you want to use gullies, creek lines and crevices when available to minimize your exposure to the surrounding area. Remain aware, as moving in dead ground may also mean you lose sight of your surroundings. Footprint is defined as the amount of ground you or your team take up as you move. It is based on the threat and the terrain. For example, moving in a line formation in open ground means you are much more observable than in comparison to a column formation in a gully. It's always important to be aware of what is cover and what is concealment. In urban environments, thin objects and walls will not provide protection from high caliber ammunition. Assessing the threat and their capabilities will help you determine whether to move to a better position of concealment or cover. That concludes their video on cover and concealment, and hopefully you learned something from this video. We'll see you on the field.